I'm Jackie from Explorage.com, and I'm here with the lovely ladies from S. Jones Containers, just to have a little chat about what we all do. So I could start by letting you introduce yourselves.
Yep. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the Senior Manager of the Sales and Hire and Self-Store departments. I've worked with the company for 12 years, and that's me. Over to you, Sean.
Yes, hello, I'm Charlotte. I'm the Business Development Manager at S. Jones Containers, and I've been with the company for 5 years.
I'm Chrissie. I'm an account manager here at S. Jones Containers, and I've been here for just over 2 years.
Wonderful. So you've all been here for quite a while, but how did you get here? What brought you into what brought you into the world of containers?
I put them on the end of a fishing line and reeled them in. For me, I hadn't long had my daughter, and when I came back from maternity leave, the company decided that they just wanted to retire. They didn't want to sell on anymore, so I got made redundant. I then started to look for a new job, and I was obviously applying for jobs all around the Midlands, and then realised with my daughter we did need to be more local. Applied for the job here. I am a local resident here as well, so the name S. Jones, or as it was formerly known, Sammy Jones, I knew through the heritage of working in Aldridge. It was a very name that my dad had dealings with in the past as well in his organisation. So when I came to interview here, I'd already got quite a strong connection to the company. And then I got offered the role, and then since I've been here, I've, gratefully, I've been managed to go through some training, and I've sort of worked myself up the ladder.
Yep, so mine is, I was a photographer of children for Pixie Photo, got made redundant, moved into selling cremation urns, got made redundant, and then found myself at S. Jones Containers, selling a different type of storage container. So cremation urns one, and a shipping container is different type.
So you see, I went from hotels to storage, so it's just a different type of box.
Yes,
you know?
Very good way of thinking of it.
Some of our storage units do have beds in.
Yeah.
Not to be slept in, but
Yeah.
So it's just different type of space.
100%. So yeah, that's my backstory.
I had a couple of different jobs actually before I started here. I was a police officer for Staffordshire Police. Didn't really work out for me, wasn't anything that I wanted to pursue after a couple of years. And then went into a sales role, but for vehicle conversions. Again, just not something that I could see myself staying in, and I wasn't really getting the vibe that I could do what I wanted to do there. So decided to leave, and then came across S. Jones, and knew pretty much straight away that it was somewhere where I wanted to work, like genuinely. And then haven't really looked back since, and I'm still here, so yeah.
I know from my point of view, the self-storage industry, and therefore everything connected to self-storage, has been such a welcoming environment. So everyone knows everyone supports everyone. You'll find people that do the same things in different companies absolutely cheerleading for each other. Mm-hmm. And like from day one, I was like, I like this. I think going into it, I was like, it's just an admin job, but now it's become a bit more personality than it is an admin job.
100%.
Absolutely love it. It's been great to meet you guys as well.
Likewise, yeah.
So we've done the depot tour today, which was really interesting, myself and my colleague Lizzie. So it was really good to see the different things that could be done with containers that aren't just self-storage, and even the ones that are self-storage might have different elements and things to them. So it was really good. Thank you for showing us around.
No, I'm glad you thoroughly enjoyed it.
But I don't have a good memory, so I've written some down. Otherwise, I'm just going to detour and start talking about other things. So what does S. Jones offer that you might not find in other places?
I think what we hold ourselves in high regard for, and we are proud of, is the level of customer service that we can offer to customers. The customer is really at the heart of what we do in every decision that we make, every form of communication with them, from the website through to the first contact with an account manager, all the way through to the paperwork, to the completion. And I think that's what sets us apart. As you were saying earlier, a container is a box. You're selling a space.
Yeah.
there's not a lot you can do with it in respect to the basic standard container. So you have to find your niche, and we have been lucky with the team that we've worked with that the relationship with the customers is everything to us, and that's what we really hold ourselves proud of. I think Charlotte's definitely building on that with the BDM.
100%, and this is where the S Jones tour comes in as well. I personally don't know of many container companies that do offer that service. We've pushed it so much more this year since me coming into this role, because I've seen it massively as our unique selling point. We've got one of the Midlands' largest depots, thousands of containers out there, but also our conversion work that we do as well with the CAD design, the in-house engineers, which, like, you've met them, they're very friendly, they talk to you, they explain different things that not even I know. I've been here 5.5 years. So the S Jones tour is definitely something that I believe we offer. Which
I think it sparked imagination as well, going through it all, seeing the stages, thinking, oh, you know what, that could be possible.
Yeah.
And I think it shows that having a conversation with you guys and the right people, absolutely, if you can think of something a box might be able to do, it almost certainly can be done.
And it takes you on that journey, hence why you started in the sales team where myself and Chrissie sit.
Yeah.
You see the sales teams, that's your first protocol with S Jones containers. And then you move out into the yard where we choose the containers for people, then we move into the design work, then we move into the conversion work, then you've seen the hauliers taking them boxes to the end user. So it's that journey that you would have seen, which Chrissie, you're at the very front line of that journey.
Absolutely, literally from the first phone call in, being a reactive salesperson, you pick it up and you don't know what you're picking the phone up. You don't know who's on the other line. So it's having that opportunity to say, just come in, just come and see us, meet us, get a feel for us, and it's the perfect way to build the relationship. From Mr. Smith down the road, who is just buying a container for his garden, to the established self stores that we set up. It's building that relationship, and that's what keeps our customers with us. And now it's not just a relationship, but a friendship.
Yes.
I can hand on heart say that some of my self stores that I've built up over the past couple of years of working here are friends. They call me up and I just have a random conversation about life, and that's what you want. It's what you need.
Agree.
Yeah,
I think we're the same as Explorage. We're making friends within the industry.
Yeah.
And it's not just contacts; it's real friendships.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm network manager. So my job is to manage the network of storage operators that we have on our books. But it's very much to be that first port of call and just build good customer relationships, because no one wants to deal with like a faceless, nameless company. It's really valued now.
That's how we're like the way we are, because it's a very personable relationship between us, isn't it?
Yeah.
We talk not really about work most of the time when we do catch up. So
no, there have been dog photos.
All about the dogs.
There's nothing.
I think
and we get to dogs.
it's always going to go there.
It's always good to
I think as well with S Jones, we do build up some really strong relationships with other people that are in the industry that might not actually be directly related to us. So, we're working with and built up relationships with CCTV companies, with the monitoring companies, fences and gates, etc. So when you do get those inquiries from the self-stores right at the beginning, they've just found a piece of land, they're not quite sure now the next stage is, even though that's not our area, we're not going to make the revenue and the profit on it, but we can help them and direct them with the right people that we know is going to give them the same relationship that we're building with them. So it's
trust, that level of trust with other suppliers that if you send someone my way, I'm going to look after them.
Yes.
The same I know goes back, because I think as businesses we do value the individual so much.
Yes. So, definitely. So, but some cohesive relationships throughout the industry, I think, is really the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what have been any interesting challenges you've seen, or any opportunities you've seen recently?
It's the scams, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge that we've found, as I say, in the container industry, so not necessarily just self-store, container industry as a whole, are the scams, which obviously everybody's a victim, or a risk to be a victim through social media more than anything. But there used to be they would just set up a website with a random name. Customers would find them. Container was cheap. They'd send the money. They'd never get a container. But as the years have gone on, particularly in the last 18 months, 2 years probably. Chrissie?
Yeah,
probably.
since I started, I'd say.
Yeah, they've developed their skills, and what they do is pretend to be a customer to us, an inquiry, and not just us. Other traders have also fallen foul of this. They get our paperwork, they get the quote, and then they'll set up a website in a different name, but they'll use our name, and then they're sending the paperwork in with the same. But we have been quite proactive in how we're advertised about the scams. It's on our website. Andrew Jones was actually on an interview with BBC Wales about the scams. So we are finding now we're getting a lot more people that are doing their due diligence, finding S Jones containers on the website as opposed to ringing the number that's on the paperwork, ringing us up, and obviously Chrissie being on the front line gets a lot of these calls, and Chrissie will be like, no, straight away the name of the individual doesn't work. They'll be ringing up, just checking the bank details, and Chrissie straight away, no. Unfortunately, you've been scammed, but we've caught it before that money's been sent. And
it's such a scary thing as well, because it's not a £10 purchase at all. You know, and especially if someone's buying it for their storage facility, if they're buying 10.
Yes.
So that's a big purchase, and if it's not caught, then it's can completely change their business.
Yeah. And obviously, it's not a challenge as such as that it's affecting our back pocket, as you like. It's not affecting S Jones, but because it's a customer that's been affected, it really does hit home with us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes back to being so focused on the individual.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, I know Chrissie definitely a few weeks ago was on the phone to a customer. She must have been on the phone for about 45 minutes, just calming this customer down, going through the pain that they've been in. We've caught it firsthand, and bringing them back to reality that fortunately you did your due diligence, you haven't sent the money. But they were so upset by what they'd been through. Even though, like I say, we'd caught it quite early, and it does hit home for us, doesn't it? Really, we do get angry and upset for them. Yeah. But and the best way that we can try and advertise it and let people know, and reassure people that we're not the scammers, we are the real. But that's where
we are the real.
Again, visiting here, come and see us, come and see the employees and the departments. Again, that's another reason why we offer those out, so we're not just sitting in a bedroom office.
No, exactly.
Pretending to sell containers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So on the flip side, what good opportunities have you seen lately? Any?
Charlotte, with the BDM, I would say is the best opportunity we have right now.
Yeah, so we've been invited and we've had conversations with new self-store operators to go to their sites and maximise their space. And that's been one of our things that I believe that we've really excelled at, because not only are we getting in front of the customer, which in my opinion, best form of trust.
Yeah.
We can they can see our core values from how we are as people, and then we can explain more in person about what we can do for them, providing solutions as opposed to just buy 10 containers and then you can get started. It's more of a solution-based service. So we go to site, we look at the space that's available. We can offer a CAD, so we can draw their site out for them. We can say you can have some multi-stores here, 20 foots there, and we base it on our experience from running our own self-stores in the Midlands and the pitfalls that we've come across as well. So maximising space on customer sites, and then start running containers in small batches so they can fill up them containers, and then when they need more, they pick up the phone to Chrissie, Leanne, Rachel, and say, Chrissie, I need another 2, 4, 6 units. And then we go from there. So I think that's been one thing for us, which has been massive this year, and we've had a lot of call for.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's so just helping people build their facility from the ground up.
Yeah, because you can look at space and think, I'll just put a load of 20 foots down, but it depends on the demographic of that area and that postcode. Yeah. So that's where our expertise and our experience comes in. And as a family business as well, we really pride ourselves on sharing knowledge.
Yes.
So anything that I kind of pick up from customers and areas like Wales, or when you go up to Liverpool, I'll relay that back to Chrissie about her customers that are in Liverpool. Yeah. You might need to know this and that type of stuff.
It's just really handy, and it shows that you guys have got a really great working relationship as well.
100%.
I noticed from going through the offices, everyone's just one team. Even doesn't matter which department they seem to work in. Yeah. Everyone's just one unit, which is really, really nice to see.
That is, yeah. It is, and you've hit the nail on the head. Like, as a company, obviously, we follow our core values and we make it a big thing because we're proud of what we have and we're proud of the team that we work with. So I think it's important and very good that you've kind of noticed that.
Yeah.
It's so good that she's.
It's lovely to know. Yeah.
That's big for us.
Yeah. Bring the company together with the directors. Obviously, everybody is on their best behaviour. The core values are there. So to hear about that, you have gone and seen it with every individual that you've come across. Really,
it really was every individual that we've seen. Like honestly, so. Thank you
that's
very
good
much.
to know. Thank you so much.
I would normally ask you if you have one piece of advice for storage operators, but I think you've definitely covered a big one, which is if you're going to buy containers, do your due diligence.
Yes,
definitely.
100%.
Do you ladies have any other pieces of advice for storage operators?
I think one.
For me,
go. Yeah.
For me, obviously, frontline sales. Take your time. So really do your homework on the company that you're using. We're slightly biased. Obviously, we are Rex Jones, but find a company that are honest with you. Mm-hmm. Find a company that will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And that will support you in decisions. We are sales, but I honestly, hand on heart, would not sell you something that you didn't need.
Yeah.
So if someone's looking for something and I'm thinking this isn't going to work for you, you need to go down this route, find someone who's not just after your money. Ultimately sales is sales, but we care about the end product. We care about the journey that you're about to go through. So yeah, find the right person for you. Take your time to do that, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with Chrissie. It's finding that supplier. The honesty thing is huge. And I do have an example actually. There was a self-store customer who wanted a certain product for his site and it just wouldn't have worked and it would have added a lot of money to the business plan and his budget. And we went through it, didn't we? And he did see that it wouldn't have added any more value. He wouldn't have been able to charge customers more. So we actually stepped back from that and saved a lot of money, and it's actually worked amazingly for him.
Yeah.
And we've done ourselves out of money to an extent, but at the same time, it's that building that honesty and that trust and that reliability with that customer that we're always going to be true, and that we're not just in it for we want the sale. That's what I think would be our advice.
I think that's it from what. Going back to your earlier question, what can set us apart is we're not a number-driven sales department. No. We're a solution-based sales department, and I think that is it's shown in the way that these guys do deal with their customers, and the way that we recruit as well. We recruit like solution-driven individuals, not so much on the number-driven.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Because just from everything I've seen from you, but. No, it's such a really great company to learn so much about today.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for your time, ladies.
No, thank you ever so much. Thank you for your time coming
back.
Thank you.
Now we can have another cup of tea first.
I've still got my legs.